Right now, rescuers in Turkey and Syria are in the critical hours. They are trying to find people alive trapped in the rubble after that devastating earthquake. A 7.8 magnitude earthquake, 200 or so aftershocks have already been caused. Thousands of buildings have collapsed, and the death toll is growing by the thousands, sadly, this morning. The epicenter we now know in south central Turkey, but northwestern Syria was also hit extremely hard. It has been more than a day since the initial earthquake, and rescuers are facing additional hurdles. Right now, the temperatures in that region are freezing, and you can see there a baby being pulled from some of the rubble alive, crying, which is a good sign. Some people have been trapped for 30 hours now. The mother of this baby also saved from that collapsed house, and now countries all over the world are rushing in to help. It could not be a more critical time. NewsNation's Nick Smith is here with the very latest on the situation there and the rescue efforts. And Nick, we can't emphasize enough that the clock is ticking to find people alive. Typically, rescuers in these situations say they've got a 72-hour window that gives them the best chance to find people who have survived.
Marni, absolutely. In fact, you'll remember we brought this to everyone yesterday as breaking news, and they continue to find people who are surviving these sub-zero temperatures, which encourages them and gives them hope. Marni, good morning. The day after a massive earthquake shook Turkey and neighboring Syria, the desperate search for survivors continues. New video to the NewsNation newsroom illustrates the efforts of overwhelmed rescuers struggling to save people trapped under the rubble as the death toll from a devastating earthquake in Turkey and Syria rolls past 5,000 victims on Tuesday. Despair is mounting, and the scale of the disaster is making relief efforts even more difficult. The magnitude 7.8 quake, Turkey's deadliest since 1999, hit early Monday, reducing thousands of buildings to broken stone and twisted pipes, including many apartment buildings for blocks, severely damaging hospitals and leaving thousands of people injured or homeless in both Turkey and Syria. Marni, the quake itself was only part of the problem. The areas that felt the tremors and shaking also severely impacted. Take a look at this map. This is a shake map. It represents the area that felt the shaking and also suffered damage to infrastructure and civilian casualties. This helps to illustrate the variation in ground shaking produced by that quake. Rather than describing the earthquake's source or its strength, its impact undeniable.
Yeah, this spot, Nick, laying right along a major fault line. So overnight, the death toll, as I mentioned a moment ago, dramatically jumped. We heard at this point at least 5,000 people have been killed as a result of this earthquake, more than 20,000 people injured. At the same time, you've got rescue workers flooding in from around the world arriving to help. What more do we know about the teams on the ground and what they're facing?
Oh, rescue workers from around the world arriving to help, Marni. This is the deal. This morning, Turkish officials are reporting that almost 10,000 people have been rescued in Turkey and Syria since yesterday, since we broke this news to you. These are just some of the 6,000 collapsed buildings in Turkey. Snow, rain, and cold temperatures are slowing search process in parts of southern Turkey and northern Syria. Now, the quake also damaging roads, cutting off the help needed to remote towns and villages. Overnight, hundreds of families packing into cars or huddling by fires just to stay warm because the power and water have been cut off from the damage. But the good news, Marni, like you just mentioned, rescue workers are arriving. More than 12,000 rescuers from around the world are now in Turkey and Syria. This video from Istanbul's airport shows lines of first responders arriving in orange and yellow, carrying helmets and gear. In all, according to Turkish officials, more than 34,000 emergency personnel are now on the ground, Marni.
Right, and more to arrive. And many of these men and women, Nick, are coming from right here in the U.S., correct?
Absolutely, Marni, and that's the good news. About 80 members from the Los Angeles County Fire Department are on their way to Turkey. The team is comprised of paramedics, doctors, engineers, and rescue dogs. Now, the U.S. has also pledged to send around 160 search and rescue workers along with other aid and resources. Marni, in addition to finding survivors, a major concern is Syria. Hospitals already barely hanging on because of the ongoing civil war have been inundated with patients in need of critical care. And many of the villages and towns still haven't been heard from because emergency rescue teams just can't get to them, Marni.
Well, people can survive in some of those pockets, and let's hope they can get to them in time. It is so critical right now, these rescue efforts. Nick, thank you for that update. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.